The Three Little Pigs. Once upon a time, in a quiet village nestled in the heart of a vast forest, three little pigs set out on their own to build homes. They had grown up under the care of their mother, who had taught them how to be brave, strong, and smart. But as they reached adulthood, their mother decided it was time for them to leave the nest and build their own lives. The first little pig, who was quite carefree and loved to enjoy life, decided to build his house out of straw. He was in a hurry to finish, so he could spend his days lounging in the sun. He easily gathered bundles of straw, tied them together, and quickly constructed a small, flimsy house. Pleased with his work, he settled inside and began to relax, thinking he was done with all the hard work. The second little pig, a bit more cautious but still wanting to finish quickly, decided to build his house out of sticks. He gathered a large number of branches from the nearby woods, stacking them carefully to form his home. The house was stronger than straw, but it was still not very sturdy. Satisfied with his effort, the second pig moved in, ready to enjoy his life without worrying about work. The third little pig, the wisest and most hard-working of the three, decided to build his house out of bricks. He knew that a strong house was important, especially if something were to threaten it. He spent days collecting bricks, mortar, and stone, carefully constructing a solid, secure house. He worked tirelessly, ensuring every brick was perfectly placed, and at the end of the week, he stood back, admiring his work. His house was strong, solid, and safe. One day, as the three pigs were enjoying their new homes, a hungry wolf wandered into the forest. He was clever, sly, and always on the lookout for a tasty meal. When he came across the first little pig's straw house, he sniffed the air, detecting the faint scent of pork. The wolf knocked on the door and called out, little pig, let me in." The first little pig, looking through the cracks in his straw walls, could see the wolf's hungry eyes. "Not by the hair on my chinny chin," he called back defiantly. The wolf grinned, showing his sharp teeth. "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." The wolf took a deep breath and blew with all his might. The straw house swayed and collapsed in an instant, leaving the first little pig running for his life. He dashed as fast as he could to the second little pig's stick house, hoping for shelter. The wolf, not deterred by his easy success, followed the pig, growling, "You can't run away from me that easily." He reached the second pig's stick house and knocked on the door. Little pigs, let me in," he called. "Not by the hair on our chinny chins," the two pigs shouted in unison. The wolf's eyes gleamed with excitement. "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." Once again, the wolf blew with all his might. The stick house creaked and groaned, but unlike the straw house, it didn't collapse right away. The wolf took a deep breath and blew harder, and with a loud crash, the house of sticks fell to the ground. The two little pigs ran, their hearts pounding, straight to the brick house of the third little pig. The third little pig had been working quietly in his brick house, unaware of the danger his brothers were in. But as he saw the two pigs approaching in a panic, he quickly realized something was wrong. He closed the door and told his brothers to come inside. Soon enough, the wolf arrived at the third pig's brick house. He snarled, little pigs, let me in." "Not by the hair on our chinny chins," the three pigs said together. The wolf, more frustrated now than ever, growled, "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." He took a deep breath and blew with all his might. But the brick house didn't budge. He huffed again and puffed even harder, but the house remained standing strong. Furious, the wolf decided to climb down the chimney, thinking he could sneak in that way. But the clever third little pig had anticipated this move. He quickly lit a fire in the fireplace, knowing that the wolf wouldn't be able to resist. As the wolf began to climb the chimney, the pigs heard him scrambling. They waited in silence, and soon they could hear the wolf's angry voice from the chimney. "I'll get you, little pigs," he shouted, but it was too late. The wolf fell into the hot fire below, yelping in pain as he quickly scurried back up the chimney, never to be seen again. The three little pigs cheered in triumph, knowing they were safe. The first and second little pigs, tired of running from danger, decided to stay in the brick house with their wise brother. They thanked him for his hard work and his cleverness in building such a strong house. From that day forward, the three pigs lived happily and safely in the brick house, knowing that no wolf would ever threaten them again. And so the three little pigs learned an important lesson: that hard work, planning, and perseverance would always lead to safety and success. The end.